Hello, trumpet players. I'm out on a walk and very nice day. It rained this morning, it rained yesterday, and it is just a little swampy. But other than that, it's a beautiful day. And as I'm out walking, I was thinking about those of you who keep asking, and I don't. Sometimes I say stuff that makes it sound like I'm complaining. I don't mean, oh, you guys keep asking, stop bothering me. I don't mean that. What I mean is it's a question that keeps coming up. How do you transition using my system? How do you transition from one range of routines to the other range of routines? Now, for those of you who don't know about my method, I have routines for 7 different levels. It works great that way. I love it because when I first wrote the original routines, the levels were for different students. So the beginner level was for beginner students. What I didn't know when I wrote that first book is that you could use it to alternate days of difficulty. And now that's the method. That is essentially one of the most important parts of the method. So yeah, a lot of times when people I like to use the term graduate. When people want to graduate from one level to the next, it can be a little daunting. And so now that I'm back into it again, and practicing every day, except for the days I take off. That sounds funny. Yeah, I normally take one day off a week, and that's what I've been doing. And as a side note, I've decided I'm going to take 2 days off a week, Friday and Sunday, just because of our Q&A. If it weren't for the Q&A, I wouldn't have a problem with doing Fridays. But I see the Q&A as being more important than my own personal practice. Can you believe that? So yes, and in the process, now that I'm back to practicing again, I am writing that last level of routine. I never intended it to go this long without finishing that book. Actually, even worse, I never even started it. When I published the One Range book, I thought it would be another month or two, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, before all the books were published in the Trumpet Chop series. My only excuse I have is that I was sick, and I think now that I'm not sick anymore, I think that played a huge role in it and not getting done. Anyway, so the point is, I'm writing that book now, and the way I'm doing it is I'm practicing up to the master level. I'm keeping that master level program, right? Except, like I said, as of this week, I'm alternating the days so that I don't practice on Friday. So I'm doing a 5-day practice week. Other than that, it's exactly what we do in the book, right? The One Range book. So the way I'm doing this is that on Tuesday, I practice the master routine supplemented with the whatever exercises I already have for the virtuoso routine. So I have the lift slurs, I've got the articulation studies, And I've started writing the lip buzz. So what I'm going to do, and I've done this before with the other books, is move in one exercise at a time. So for now, the schedule stays the same. I'm still on the master routine, but I'm augmenting the routine with some virtuoso exercises. And I did that yesterday. This is Wednesday. I did that, and I realized while I was practicing that stuff that you guys could do this too. Who's to say? Let's say hypothetically, you've got a range up to G. So you're doing the rotation with the Pioneer, the Tyro, and the Player trumpet chops books. And you feel like it's time to move on to the next level. But you're concerned that the B flat is going to be just too much. Well, why not do what I'm doing? Why not get the Trumpet Apprentice book, which is the one that goes up to B flat? Why not get the Trumpet Apprentice book and just swap out one set of exercises? And it can be up to you, right? Which one you want to do. You could do the long tones first. So what would that look like? You start off doing the Player lip buzz. You do the Player mouthpiece buzz. You do the Player, and then you do the Apprentice long tones. Then you can finish up the rest of the routine in the Player book. And you can do that for as long as you want. And that won't change your endurance all that much. You won't struggle nearly as much as you would if you're afraid of struggling too much. And then, there's different reasons why you might not want to struggle. Maybe you're afraid you're going to get discouraged and not want to do this anymore, or whatever. Whatever reason you have, different people have different reasons. You could just swap out one set of exercises and go like that for a while. Now, what I will recommend is that you never go back. I don't like this. You saw my video, I think, about jumping around. I don't like jumping around. I don't like moving forward and then saying, oops, I moved forward too fast, let me go back. First of all, don't move forward unless you're sure you're ready to move forward. Don't move forward unless you're absolutely certain you're ready to move forward. Then, when you do move forward, don't change your mind. So, this applies to what I'm telling you now. If you do swap out the long tones for the next level, don't now say, oh, I bit off more than I can chew, I'm going to go back to the old long tones. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Oh, that's the only caution I have. And most of that, you guys, I've said so many times that what we do is almost all mental. And the only reason I say it that way is because I'm sure if I said it was 100% mental, someone would come up to me with evidence that it's not 100%, right? So I say almost 100%. Almost all mental. But when we say, oh, I think I went too far, let me go back, you cause so much confusion and so much negative emotion for doing that. That's why I say, make sure you're ready first. Make sure you're ready first. Then, when you do decide to add the other exercise to augment what you're doing, Now, let me be clear about that too. We're talking about replacing. So that example that I used, replace the trumpet chops player long tones with the trumpet chops apprentice long tones. Don't do both of them. Okay, don't do both long tones. Replace one with the other. And by the way, I'm also saying only do that one day a week. Keep your schedule the same, but on your extra big day. Not both. So because I think the player level is tyro player pioneer, tyro player pioneer. It's the same 3-day rotation twice, right? Only do what I'm talking about on the first of those 2 rotations, not on the second one. Only one time a week do you augment those exercises like what I'm talking about. But yes, this is a great idea for moving into the next level. If you don't want to just jump into it, if you are concerned that something might happen if you just jump a whole minor third like that, then ease your way into it. Just do one new exercise at a time. Then when you get them all replaced, then you can switch your weekly schedule to match, in this case, with this hypothetical situation that I described earlier. You can switch to the apprentice full week schedule. Then you're ready for that. So it doesn't need to be overnight, bam, you're playing higher notes. It doesn't have to be like that. Okay? Another alternative that we've talked about before in the Q&A is that you can start that first switch. You can start with the Chops Express book on that day. That's another alternative. But we've talked about that one before. We haven't talked about this new idea I've got because it's new. I haven't ever told a student to do this before, I don't think. But like I said, I'm working on the Virtuoso book, and as I work on it, I'll be supplementing those new exercises into the master routine. So yeah, to summarize, you guys can do that too. Anyway, I apologize, I don't have a stick, so it is bouncing. Maybe look away, right? But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you while I'm out here getting my sunlight and getting my exercise and enjoying Mother Nature. There are so many flowers I want to show you. I'll turn the camera around and show you what I'm surrounded with because it's beautiful. Not an uncommon scene in Texas, but this time of the year it's just gorgeous. I'm going to turn the camera around. Look at that. Look at those flowers. All right, so that's my thought for the day. I hope this video doesn't take as long as the last video I did to upload. Something was wrong with that one. So anyway, God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next video.